Hello and welcome to the fifth and final video in this series, and I'm joined once again by Professor Michael Hulme. Over this video series we explored several key topics, and as a reminder they were: this digital world means that customers are now hyper-connected, that customer conversations are increasingly digital, communication increasingly seamless, and importantly, permanent. That English is the language of international business and is also the language of social media. That the Linguarati are in the minority, but the demand for English language skills is huge. That English language skills are closely linked to the use of digital infrastructures, and the combination of the two is what is called reputational resource. That classroom learning is outdated. 72% of the respondents wanted to learn flexibly and online, and that winners will differentiate themselves because they commit the energy and resources to increase their international skill sets. So with all those points in mind, Michael, let's look at the first one, facing up to hyperconnectivity.
Well, it's a question of ensuring that they have the right language skill resource for modes of communication alongside the right digital platform. Putting those two things together, and I think in particular as we stand at the moment, really committing to developing language skills across the whole organisation, because I think one of the things that we're saying about the new global world is that we can never be quite sure who's going to be representing the company at one particular point in time. So it's those commitments measuring up to hyperconnectivity that will define the successful organisations of the future.
Secondly, in the research, it seems that we discovered a direct link between the competency in English and the ability to use those modern communication techniques and digital media. In short, that hyperconnectivity demands English language.
Yes, we called this reputational resource in the report. And what lies at the heart of that as a concept is that we have a hybrid system, which is the digital systems and language skills. And only those companies that really embrace reputational resource are likely to be successful as we increasingly become ever more connected and ever more global.
And thirdly, we introduced the group, the Linguarati, who are that group of employees that are best equipped to communicate seamlessly in this digital world. But although they're in the minority, there's still a huge hunger to learn and improve their English language.
The Linguarati could probably best be seen as the outriders of an organisation. They're the leaders in many respects because they're already digitally competent and they've combined digital competence with language skills and, importantly, a desire to learn. Now, I say outriders because they're the group that can help bring in the other 2/3 of our sample that we would expect to see represented in organisations and really encourage them to move on as well. So meeting the needs of the Linguarati is absolutely important. It's also important because it creates the kind of environment that they want to work in as well. So it improves the organisation, but also we must never forget the 2/3. We must be bringing those up to the same standards as the Linguarati.
And fourthly, it seems that classroom learning appears very outdated. I know, for example, in this survey, about 3/4 of the over 1,000 people that were surveyed said they wanted a much more flexible online way of learning their language skills.
This is actually, if you think about it, hardly surprising because we've been talking about hyperconnectivity and, you know, at the essence of that, which is more, if you like, this mix of the formal and the informal, the structured and the unstructured type of conversation, a conversation which is more, if you like, natural and real life. And people want to learn the same way. They want learning to fit into their lives and to be a natural part of their lives. And the closer organisations get to providing that kind of support, the more opportunity they have to meet the need and desire that's already expressed of the Linguarati, and also to carry the others with them.
Thank you once again, Michael. You can, of course, download the entire report from our website, and you can even benchmark your own reputational resource with our own interactive tool.